Hello class, this is Eric Hilliard coming at you with the last of our Pecha Kucha presentation. Throughout the class we talked about the aircraft electrical system and its importance to include troubleshooting, and we did talk a little bit about the AMT and their importance in this process, and that's what I'm here to talk to you about today. Today's aviation maintenance technician is extremely important in the preventative maintenance process. That's the best type of maintenance that you can perform to prevent aircraft accidents from happening. And it all starts with inspections, be it a 100-hour inspection, an annual inspection, or like in our case in the Air Force, BPO pre-flight inspections, things where you can try to catch problems before they actually turn into something bad in flight. The AMT is a very important person in the maintenance process on aircraft, because without them, planes just are going to sit on the ground all day. So through these inspections and performing routine, preventative, and corrective maintenance, they're able to keep these airplanes flying. Now, of course, they don't just come into the aircraft maintenance world knowing everything. There are classes, or in our case in the military, technical school training that is extremely important and vital to teaching us the basics. And giving us the foundation needed to have the knowledge to improve upon when it comes to performing aircraft maintenance. As I said, everything starts in the classroom, taking it slow, death by PowerPoint, learning theories of operations, and then eventually, as you become more proficient, you get to move on to the hands-on maintenance, as you see here, somebody training on replacing an aircraft brake. We talked about the importance of the AMT and how important they are in the whole inspection and maintenance process, but getting specifically to what this class was talking about with the electrical systems, theories, and applications, my other personal learning goal was to be able to evaluate and choose the correct equipment as needed to troubleshoot and perform inspections and ops checks on aircraft electrical systems. Today's aircraft are getting more and more advanced and becoming more and more electrical, and as you can see here, a lot of them have miles and miles of wires, which could be a nightmare for AMT to try and hunt down any sort of short or open in the system. But knowing which type of equipment to use and being able to read the schematic can help reduce your frustrations. And obviously, knowing what to use and how to use it is very important as well. As you can see here, there's a technician who's testing a aircraft battery right now. Could be doing a capacitance check, checking the voltage, but being able to use these types of equipment like this multimeter pictured here allows you to be a very effective AMT when it comes to performing maintenance on aircraft electrical systems. I had mentioned knowing how to use equipment properly, but also knowing how to read schematics and diagrams, so that way you're hunting the problem down in the right area of the aircraft. And as you can see pictured here, this individual is up front repairing wires, and obviously without being able to read schematics or diagrams, they wouldn't know where to start, and you might end up being in the wrong section of the plane. So not only knowing what equipment to use and how to use it, but also how to read aircraft electrical schematics and diagrams is very important to an AMT today. So as I mentioned, class, my two personal learning goals were the importance of the AMT in the aircraft inspection process, going a little bit further with preventative maintenance and performing the proper corrective action maintenance, and also being able to evaluate the type of equipment needed to troubleshoot aircraft circuits and electrical systems. Knowing what to choose and how to use it are things that every AMT should know, so that way you keep these beautiful airplanes in the sky and not on the ground.